to the last video concerning what happened on July 4th in Newport Beach. I've done a few videos on this already, and it's gotten a lot of views, quite a few views, which is appreciated. And this is the last video I'm going to do on this subject. I'm going to go to my YouTube, not my YouTube, but YouTube. I'm going to play this clip from Patrick at David. And if you listen to PBD, I'm not DC. He's not in Florida when he does this podcast from 2 days ago. 2 days ago which would be the 6th, which was Monday. So this is Monday's podcast, and I want to go to the 17-minute mark. I want to go to the 17-minute mark here. So I can find it first.
Whole craze of these teen takeover. They
go back. There are some audio issues here. I want to go to, I think it's 17:15 or 17.
We're going to go out and we're going to go to the bar and we'll stay out till 2 o'clock in the morning. Not going to happen. Anyways, Newport Beach.
Okay, here we go.
400 people were arrested.
17:52.
Cops were hit. Okay, fireworks thrown at people. This is a city where the average home is $3 million. You can buy a.
First of all, that's crazy. There's a couple of houses where I live that are worth $1 million houses. But the houses that are in Newport Beach that Patrick says is $3 million average, they're summer houses, which means they're not always occupied by the original owners. They're more treated like Airbnbs nowadays. There are a few people who work in the store that I worked in, that Newport Beach Pavilions, that will be featured here in this episode of the podcast. There are a few people that live across the street from the store, whether it's directly north or it's directly west toward the beach itself. So, but $3 million. What is it? $3 million average price for homes in Newport Beach? That's crazy. Let's keep watching.
$100 million home in Newport Beach. Now we're going to go out and we're going to go to the bar and we'll stay out till 2 o'clock. Thrown at people. This is a city where the average home is $3 million. You can buy a $100 million home in Newport Beach. People go there to live because they want to be left the F alone and they want to be safe. I think it's 60+% Republican, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me solve this problem. We got audio issues right now. Yeah, I got too many tabs going on right now. And I want to watch this movie also. This is Citizen, and Patrick just did an interview yesterday with the director, producer, writer of this movie with Armie Hammer. I'm going to say this disgraced actor, Armie Hammer. Let me get rid of some tabs. We got audio issues in this podcast. But let's see if it works.
Okay. Great area, Tom. You've been there many times. I've been there many times. I used to go there every week. On Mondays, my drive would be to Newport Beach. Beautiful place. When Jen and I were thinking about what places to move after Texas, it was Nashville, Tennessee. It was staying in Dallas. It was Tampa. It was Manhattan. We were looking at the, certain areas in the Hamptons, or it was going to be Fort Lauderdale, or it was Newport Beach, and we were looking at the house. And then yesterday, can you play one of the clips? I sent you a clip.
Why are we having, I'm sorry, folks. Why are we having audio issues right now? Why are we having audio issues? I'm so sorry. This should not be happening right now. Let me hide scrap. I can probably say, yeah, this stuff will be saved. Citizen vigilante. Let me take that off. Let me take this off. See if that works. Okay, here we go.
Of what was happening yesterday in Newport Beach,
Okay.
it almost doesn't look real. It almost, it's that one right there with the fellow reacting to that one right there. Watch.
What is going on? We need to take this off. Like, shoot. I'm gonna take off some history here. This is ridiculous.
Watch this, folks. This is Newport Beach. This is not New York City.
I don't know.
This is New York Beach, Newport Beach. Watch this. Go for it.
This is the most insane footage I have ever
Are those
seen.
horses?
Newport Beach,
Horses.
shame on you.
What?
Actually, shame on the people that came to Newport.
Yeah. Yeah, horses. Horses at Newport Beach. It's a wonderful sight to see. That's the only positive thing about July 4th was seeing the horses. I saw the horses a few days before July 4th, just doing like a routine traffic thing, probably arresting some kids or whatever, probably drunk people. A couple of days before July 4th, and I'm out there doing my job, and I said, "What? There's horses outside my store, sir." That was a sight to see. I'm saying, that was just a sight to see because you never see horses. You never see horses live in the inland area, unless you're up in the mountains of Anaheim Hills, or you're up in the mountains of Fullerton. You never see horses. That was a wonderful sight to see. But and I do love Vinny's reaction. What? All those horses? Yeah, those are horses. Let's keep moving.
To celebrate, or whatever you want to call it,
I
on
did
the
a great
4th.
job commenting.
And as someone who has been in Newport for the past few years on the 4th, something was off this year, and you could tell the second you stepped outside. Hundreds of people being arrested, officers.
Let me restart this because I like YouTube so now. Let me take this off and then restart YouTube. Because I don't like what I see. I'm trying to get it here, folks.
going to go out and we're going to go to the bar and we'll stay out till 2 o'clock. People. This is alone and they want to be safe. I think it's 6. It's my drive will be to Newport Beach. Beautiful place. When Jen and I were thinking about yesterday in Newport Beach, New York City's Mamdani. This is not echo.
Actually, shame on the people that came to Newport to celebrate, or whatever you want to call it.
I did a great job commentating.
And as someone who has been in Newport the past few years on the 4th, something was off this year, and you could tell the second you stepped out.
Do I have to update this damn thing? Let's update this because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. This should not be happening right now. Always go back to 2357.
York City's Mamdani. This is not Echo Park. This is New York Beach, Newport Beach. Watch this. Go for it.
This is the most insane footage I have ever seen.
Are those horses?
Beach,
horses.
Shame on you.
What?
Actually, shame on the people that came to Newport to celebrate, or whatever you want to call it.
I did a great job commentating.
And as someone who has been in Newport the past few years on the 4th, something was off this year, and you could tell the second you stepped outside. Hundreds of people being arrested, officers being injured, people throwing fireworks into crowds of people, looting pavilions and destroying everything in sight. I mean, it was just disgusting.
This is your city.
Newport
Imagine
Beach
this
can
is your
definitely
city.
get crazy during the 4th, just like any other big city. But never do you feel unsafe just walking by the beach, seeing
right
people getting arrested left and right. And I had a feeling something like this was going to happen just seeing some of the videos pop up on my page prior to this, but nothing like this. If you're a part of this, shame on you. Do better.
This is the pause right there. Tom, you've been in Newport Beach many times. When you see something like this, like if I told you Monday morning, after 4th of July weekend, we were going to talk about a city that had 400 arrests, where would you have ranked Newport Beach on that list of cities you would have mentioned?
Like 5,000th.
That's right.
I would have thought, oh,
Totally agree. Who would have thunk that a city like Newport Beach was very quiet, most of the time has very good weather. I've been there 15 years as an employee. I've been there 15 years. And the first couple of years of July 4th that I worked, it was crazy. Not this type of crazy that what happened this past July 4th, but it was crazy. A lot of people coming in from out of town, a lot of people doing Airbnbs. Of course, I'm not sure if Airbnbs was around 15 years ago. But anyway, there are more rental summer homes than actual homes. They're so small. These homes in quotes, are so small. I've not been inside one, and I don't need to be inside one. I know that they're small. I can see that they're small because I walk down the 32nd Street or 31st Street to go to the beach if I'm there early, right? So these are small, but these are average price. I think he said $2 million price homes. Crazy. And I got people in my neighborhood buying $1 million homes. And the homes in my neighborhood, the homes in Newport Beach, I don't think they're that old. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they're that old. The summer homes in Newport Beach, they're not that old, but they're pricey. Let's see what Tom has to say.
oh, okay. So is this like a big college town where things going crazy?
Yeah.
They get crazy. in Gainesville? Did it get crazy in South Central LA? And I'm not picking on Gainesville, but you know what I'm saying? If it was a college
It's
town,
not like
and
it's
everything,
Freaknik.
You would
You know
think
what
it.
I'm saying? Like places you would go to every year. This is like
Every
it's
year.
more.
Freaknik, don't get me started on
No,
Freaknik PBD.
Yeah.
I used to live in Newport Beach from 99 to 2000. Lived down there 2
Tom's
years
a roller.
on Jamboree, right off Jamboree, and
Good
near
stories for Tom.
near the mall there, that affectionately known as Fascist Island.
Forte playa.
Fascist Island. Wow. Tom Ellsworth, BizDoc on Fashion Island, Fascist Island. Wow.
And what was interesting is it was always well patrolled. It was always really nice. The Corona Del Mar area. And when I see these pictures here, I'm shocked. I'm like, I know that area. I know this area. Where did all these people come from? And
See, they would say you were doing Dukhtarbazi in Newport Beach. That's what they would say.
Oh.
Dukhtarbazi. But please continue. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I
They will
was-
know. Only like 88 people that are watching this
I was
Farsi will
the-
know in the comment section.
okay,
Please
apparently I was
translate.
I was the Duke of Kabarzi, or whatever that means.
Dukhtarbazi.
So what was interesting, what they said was these unruly mobs started breaking into fights with each other
Yep.
at 7:30 p.m. So the police didn't come.
That's right after I left the store. I left the store. I clocked out 7:10, 7:11. And I was walking towards I was walking toward 22nd Street because the bus routes are limited. Not every stop is used on July 4th. So I walked down 22nd Street, had to wait for the bus driver to start the bus. He was probably on a 30-minute break, whatever it was. I was eating chicken. And the sun was still up. It was starting to set when I left, waiting for the bus. I left the store, waiting for the bus. Nightfall was probably 7:30, 8 o'clock, 7:30, 8 o'clock that night. And all hell broke loose right after that. But 7:30, I'll tell you what I was doing at the store. I was doing bathroom line monitor. Here's what that means. Bathroom line monitor, what does that mean? Bathroom line monitor is where myself and other security guards, like the unified security guards, or there's another security company that was used. I forget the name now. It starts with a T. Anyhow, we would make sure that there was an orderly way of using the restroom in the back of the store. All right. And July 4th, every year for the last 15 years, the line is always long. Because most of these customers, and I put customers in quotes, most of these visitors only come in to use a restroom. We are probably the only store, we're probably one of the only businesses that has a public restroom. It does not require a purchase of any item, small or big. We do not require a purchase for you guys to use the restroom. Next year, we may have to do that because of the chaos that happened on this past July 4th. So July 4th, 2027, we're going to up the ante in security. And if we don't, we should. And if plans are not made yet, they need to be made. Okay. But and that's not just me saying that. That's customers saying that. Normal, respectful customers saying that. We need to up the ante in security, and I hope that we will. If I'm still there next year, next July 4th, if I'm still there, cool. We will up the ante. We will do better in security. We will probably do better in policing the area, because there was 350 people, 350 police officers plus I'm sorry, 350 police officers from I think it was 17 different branches of law enforcement. 17. You had regular police, you had security, you had the equestrian, to use Tom's word, the equestrian police or mounted police, and then you had the Orange County Sheriff there in that area. Crazy. So, and I want to point out that I really like Tom emphasizing what happened. Who is to blame? Because I did a video called "Who's to Blame." I did 2 parts. Who's to blame and who's to get credit? All right. Listen to what Tom says about this before the audio problem.
To clear them out at 10:30 after fireworks, police were getting reports, hey, they're starting to loot the stores. We saw that convenience store there. Those guys are stealing potato chips and running out the front. So people started calling and saying,
stealing potato chips, they're stealing Gatorades, they're stealing sodas, they're stealing waters. They're taking bottled waters from the 24 to 48, 24 and the 40 packs. I think there's a 48 pack up there too. They were taking them, and once you take one water bottle from that pack, you can't buy the pack. You have to break it up and put it in refrigerator. Sorry, but that's what happened. But listen to what Tom says.
hey, fights are on the beach. Something's going on here. There's groups that don't like each other banging into each other, and now they've come in trying to get beer, sodas, and tearing up my mini mart and everything. That's when the police came out. It was so unruly, the police called for backup from equestrian support. So those were the
There's still something wrong with audio and video here. I don't know what the hell it is. I don't know what the hell is going on with the audio video here. Which should not be having a problem with that.
police with horses that can come to a large disturbance like on the beach, and they can move into it. And so let's remember what happened here. Law enforcement didn't break up 4th of July. Idiots destroyed 4th of July, and law enforcement was left to break it up. They were setting off fireworks. They threw a firework that exploded in the chest of an officer. He went down. Fortunately,
it looked like a girl, Tom. I think it was a female.
And it's there's
I'm
a female.
all about that twerk, Tom. You got to be all about that. Come on.
Yep, and they're on top of cars. They're stomping, and it's just.
So the question becomes this. Here's a question.
Wherever
Tom.
they came from.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
This is the only question I got. If I live in that city, okay, and I'm a person that's seeing this happen, how many times you think residents who live there, who pay taxes, will accept a behavior like this? How many times?
0, and not far away was Huntington Beach. And do you remember when the BLM march went down PCH?
Yes.
And all the people from Huntington Beach came out there, red, white, and blue, and standing there. It says, "You are not hanging a left out."
Bikers showed up. Biker gangs showed up. I don't know if it was Mongols or Hells Angels.
That street in Huntington Beach is wonderful.
So is this on the mayor? Do you put this on the mayor? Who do you put this on? Do you put this on the mayor saying, "Hey, we were not prepared"?
Okay, and this is where we lose audio. And here's my question: where the heck is Rob Gargulio? PBD, where is Rob Gargulio? Your main tech guy, the main research dude, the guy who he's like Data, Brent Spiner from Star Trek Next Generation. He's so fast, he's got like 20 tabs on him. Where is Rob? And why did we have audio problems on this particular podcast from 2 days ago. Why did we have audio problems? We should never, I'm sorry, my opinion, to quote PBD, we should never have audio problems with this podcast. Never. I don't care if it's Rob, I don't care if it's Humberto, I don't care if it's Connor, whoever is running the audio, you should never have problems with it. I'm sorry, my opinion as a listener, audio problems ever happen again. Oh, it's gonna happen. It'll happen, but not to this extent, okay? Not to this extent. So the next question. So the question that PBD has, this is gonna be my answer because we don't know what Tom said, and maybe the BizDoc can because I'm gonna share this on X, and BizDoc is on X. Tom Ellsworth is on X. He can if he remembers what he said in his podcast. The question is, do we blame the mayor? Who's the mayor right now? It was some lady, I think it was. Who is the mayor? Who is the mayor of, come on, Newport Beach? Who is the mayor? I think it was the council. Lauren or Clayman. She was elected to serve a 1-year mayoral term by the Newport here. So you're out in 2027. Here's a picture of her. District the sci-fi alien movie. Lauren Clayman. Nice ID. That's your mayor. Now here's a question that PBD asks, and it's a very good question. Who's to blame for, is the mayor to blame for what happened at Newport Beach? My answer, because we can't hear what Tom Ellsworth said. My answer, okay, let me go to stop sharing. My answer, no, the mayor is not to blame. I said in the comments, in the previous videos, who's to blame? The kids and the parents. I said the kids who don't live in Newport Beach, the kids who come out of state or out of county. If they're in California, they're out of the county. They're not in Orange County. They're from Bakersfield. They're from the Inland Empire. Whatever city is the Inland Empire. It's not us. It's not Newport Beach. It's not Costa Mesa. It's not San Clemente. It's not Malibu, even though Malibu's way down there. Okay. The mayor, in my opinion, the mayor is not to blame. Okay. This teen takeover, this riot stuff that happened. All right. The mayor, Lauren Kleinman, is not to blame. Has she given statements? Yes, she has given statements. And the previous mayor on TikTok gave a statement as well. I'm not sure if the current mayor has made a statement. Hopefully she has. I'm not sure. So, okay. So that's my answer, because again, we can't see what Tom said. We can't see what Tom said. So let us continue watching this video. That's for audio. Back at this.
Mayoral term. Well, it's a pretty bad 1-year mayoral.
By the way, what if they had cops working overtime? What if they did have supplemental, but it just even got out of hand beyond that?
You got Tom. You got to.
I don't know. I didn't.
You got to protect your own. You got to protect your own when you have a city like Newport Beach. Adam, Vinny, your thoughts on that?
By the way, and just that the act in itself, I know Newport's is probably shocked and they're going to be dealing with this for a little while, but this whole craze of these teen takeover, they rally up on Snapchat, they get together on Instagram.
It was TikTok, Vinny. It started with TikTok. But I'll give him pointers. It's possible, very highly possible, in my opinion, that Instagram and Snapchat was used. But this was a TikTok teen takeover. That's a tongue twister right now. TikTok teen takeover. Try saying that 5 times fast. But Vinny is saying and maybe he says TikTok. He's thinking TikTok, but he doesn't say it because he's unfortunately because of no audio going to the online chat audience.
It says we're having issues with audio, guys. It says audio, no audio. It's saying no audio, no sound, like we just got 50 comments. Just so you know that. Can you guys?
No, by the way, the comments were late. By the way, the comments were late. I don't know why they were late. It was supposed to be a live chat, but you guys are late.
Guys, hear me? If you can hear me, just put in the comment section that you guys can hear us, because I just saw 50 comments saying I have no sound.
I have sound. There you go. Refresh.
QC issues, no audio.
I hear you, baby.
Okay. All right. So, Adam, go ahead. I'll come to you. Go for it.
You hear me okay, Pat?
I hear you. As long as the audience hears, I can hear you guys.
All right, let me know if we're good.
Go for it.
Okay, nice. Well, it's sad to see. I mean, look, guys, you know I'm a Miami guy. Just when I was considering just maybe considering to California, moving to California, they just really showed me who they truly are. I know you guys are in, I think, Newport, Rhode Island, right? At the capital of Rhode Island. This is Newport Beach. When I think of Newport Beach, I think of the OC. When I think of the OC, I just think of LA. And when I just think of LA, I just think of controlled chaos and communism. So that's just what it's come down to. PBD, you know, when you flirt with chaos, when you flirt with Marxism, when you flirt with Islamism, don't be shocked if it shows up in your neighborhood and ruins everything. And that's what's happening, unfortunately, in now Newport Beach, right? You know, an hour away from Venice, an hour away from LA, it's just going to leak over. But you brought up something funny, PBD. You said the word freaknik. Did you not?
Yes, I did.
Okay, so freaknik, for all those unfreaks out there, freaknik used to be like a hip-hop crazy party festival in Atlanta, right, PBD? Now, what happened
Never missed it.
was Tom was there, booty dancing on the cars. We all know that.
But I don't. I
Tom.
understand. I understand that happening at Freaknik, not in Newport Beach.
But hear me out. Do you know that Atlanta canceled Freaknik about 20 years ago?
I remember that.
And you know where the Freak of the Week took
Devastating.
themselves?
What?
They went 95 south with the Quad City DJs and the 69 Boys and Luke and the Two Live Crew, and they settled in Miami. And about 5 years ago, the mayor of Miami Beach, Stephen Miner, basically said, no. This Memorial Day Freaknik thing that.
I'm sorry, this is terrible audio for this video. I do apologize. This audio shite should not be happening right now. I don't think it's the tab. I just want to say it's the laptop that's acting up. I don't know what the hell is going on with the audio. I'm trying to play the PBD podcast to react to it, and I got audio problems here. They had audio problems on the podcast with Tom and PBD. I don't know why we're having problems here.
We used to have going on that is officially canceled. Oh my God, what are we going to do? What's going to replace it? Check this out. How about the Miami Beach Air and Sea Show that celebrates faith, families, and patriotism? So now every year, instead of having Freaknik in Miami Beach, we have basically an ode to America. So maybe these cities can take a playbook, a piece of what Miami Beach is doing, and make it about America and patriotism.
I actually
God
like
bless
that.
America.
But what about the youth? But and again, going back to the
But
point,
Vinny's like, well, hold on.
no,
What
no,
about
no,
Freaknik,
no,
guys?
not about that. I'm talking about this youth, Pat. There's been a movement of this teen takeover mob mentality where they get on Instagram, they get on Facebook, and they show up to these freaking places. They ransack events. They're out there doing those drag things with cars where kids get clipped and run over all the freaking time. And this is a culture thing too, Pat, because a bunch of those people don't belong in those people weren't from Newport. Those people came to disrupt and ruin the freaking event. And I think that the punishment has to be way, way higher, Pat. And I would tell them, we are moving forward. We're not doing nothing like this here because people like you ruined it. Period.
Yeah, this is one here, right? This is South Carolina. This is one of these takeovers. I saw that.
Yeah, look at this. They're beating the shit out of a cop.
A female police officer was beaten, and then. Yeah, I mean, this is pretty. This teen takeover stuff.
I hate it, Pat. I hate it.
So anyway.
Who are these teens' parents?
Yeah, exactly. If they have any.
They need to sign up for the fall.
Very good question. Where are the teen parents? Unfortunately, they're not around to slap the shit out of these kids. They're not around to discipline their kids. The parents are not around to say, to chaperone these kids. I call them kids. I'm 41 freaking years old. I'm going to call them kids. So what the hell are you, parents? What the hell were you, parents, on July 4th after 7:15 in Newport Beach? A city I worked in. You allow your kids to do whatever the F they want, right? You're not looking at what they're typing on social media, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, whatever flipping app they're using. What the hell are you parents, mom, dads? Are the dads in prison? Excuse me. Are the dads away on the business trip because they're flipping rich? Where are the moms? Are they at home, drinking wine, drinking beer, constantly drunk? Where are you? Let me ask you this. Do we need to have the prison doctor on your butt? Do we need to have the prison doctor, Myron, come to your house in Bakersfield, come to your house in Inland Empire and show you what discipline really looks like? Do we need to have the prison doctor after the shenanigans? Where are you, parents? Are these the type of kids you tried to raise in the church, and the kids are sitting in the back of the church fiddling, talking to their friends, talking crap, not paying attention to the pastor, not paying attention to the Bible, to the Sunday school teacher? Where are the parents? Where are the parents? And you kids, what mentality do you have? What mentality do you have? You say, oh, I live here at this X city, this Y city, this Z city, and I'm going to go to Newport Beach, an hour south of where I live, 2 hours south where I live, 5 hours south where I live, a 5-hour flight from where I live. Fill in the blank. Pick a destination. And I'm going to do nothing but F up businesses, steal crap. I'm the break pottery They'll hold the plants in the floral department. I'm the ruin the shippers, the wean stacks, the cardboard displays that managers put up, that employees put up to announce sales, to promote sales. Potato chips, 2 for $3, 2 for $5, whatever it is. A pack of an 8 pack of Gatorade. 2 for $5 on the 12 pack of sodas. And I'm gonna F it up. I'm gonna F it up. I'm gonna break the pottery. I'm gonna ruin the plants. I'm gonna break up the watermelons. Where the F are you kids? Where do you come from? Who the hell gives you the right? Who in the blue hell, to quote The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, do you think you are? Your fellow citizen of the United States of America. You kids are probably not raised in the church. You kids probably flunked out of school. You kids probably said F you to your teachers, continually went to the principal's office, were expelled from school, went to juvenile hall. You were released, and you say, oh, let's do that shit again. Let's do that shit and even more. I said in my previous videos about this. I said this. Hey, to you kids who did this, you got arrested, the 402 people that got arrested, good for you. You deserve it. You flipping deserve it. I'm not the only one saying that. There's a whole lot of people in Newport Beach that helped clean up that store the next morning on Sunday morning when they should be going to church. They volunteered to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning, 6:30 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning, 7 o'clock in the morning to help clean up the shit mess that you made. Shame on you kids. And shame on you parents for not looking after your kids, not looking over your kid's shoulder and saying, oh, what the hell are you looking at? Snapchat, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads. I can name a whole bunch. Shame on you. Shame on you. All right? Shame on you. Tom Ellsworth said it right. Police didn't ruin July 4th. Idiots did. Tom Ellsworth is absolutely correct. The Biz Doc is absolutely correct. I'm sick of this shit as much as Vincent O'Shana was sick of this shit, seeing it from where they are. I think they're in Newport, Rhode Island. Why they're in Rhode Island, I don't know. Probably for some event, some July 4th event happened in Rhode Island. I don't know why they're in Rhode Island. And I don't think that's coincidence, although they may say, oh, it's coincidence. Oh, we're in Newport, Rhode Island. We're talking about Newport Beach. No, screw that. Screw that. But shame on you. PBD, thank you for putting this story on your podcast. I appreciate it as a listener, as an employee of that store. When I went in Monday morning, it was like nothing happened. It's like nothing happened. What Monday afternoon? It was like nothing happened. Everything was cleaned up. New displays were put on. Because the idiots on July 4th, the idiot kids broke all the pots, which are a lot of money. And I want to say this in the video. Who's to blame? Who's the credit? Who's the credit? Who's to blame? I said, I'm sure the floral manager, Amy is her name. I'm sure she had a lot of paperwork for all the pots that were broken. A lot of paperwork of money that was lost, sales that were lost, revenue that was lost. And you know what? Every single flipping manager had paperwork. From Bishop to Jennifer to Elma, who's the grocery manager, to floral department. Okay. Katie, store operations manager. I'm sure she had paperwork to do. Michael Graff probably had to make a statement. Colin probably had to make a statement. Somebody had to make a statement to the authorities, not to the press, to the authorities. A lot of paperwork was done. And it's not done yet, I don't think. It's not done. It's not done. PBD, Patrick, thank you for putting this story on your podcast. I will put it, I do apologize again for the audio on this side for today's video. I do apologize. Rob Gugulio, as a listener, I'm going to say this in the voice of Captain Picard. You are requested and required to return to duty, sir. Rob Gugulio. And I hope I'm pronouncing your last name correctly. Rob Gugulio. Where's Rob? Bring him back. Bring back Mr. Rob. PBD, Vincent. Thomas Ellsworth. I give thumbs up to you for putting this story on your podcast. Have a great day. Bye-bye.